over the last 12 months, members of the Sefton-based Maghull Wind Orchestra have kept themselves going and the rest of us highly entertained with their virtual performances. Their latest performance, A Moment for Morricone, I hope I'm saying it right, went live last night. To tell us more about it and the group's experiences over the last year, we can talk to its musical director, Phil Shotton. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, Lisa. How are you?
I know that tune. What is it?
That's the theme tune to The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, that famous spaghetti western.
Of course it was. I was shouting through to the producers area going, is it Bonanza? I knew it was cowboyish. I just couldn't quite place it. Of course it is. Of course it is. So, Phil, let's start by you telling us all about this new performance of yours.
Yeah, this is one that the Maghull Wind Orchestra particularly enjoy playing live, and we played it live at our 40th anniversary where we did a big concert at Liverpool Philharmonic Hall. Features 80 plus musicians. When we usually play live, we've got a huge community wind orchestra that enjoy getting together every week and rehearsing and taking music out into the community. Obviously, we can't do that at the moment, and we've been producing virtual performances to release via social media and YouTube and keep our members engaged and our audience engaged. So as we're approaching a year of lockdown, we fancied trying something a little bit more exciting than what we've done perhaps in the past, something a little bit more challenging to play and challenging to edit together. So this was the one we chose, Moment for Morricone, which features all the music of Ennio Morricone, who wrote all the film music for the spaghetti westerns.
Of course. Now, I have to quickly, on an aside here, because you said that you enjoy playing that, so it's something you've done with a live audience in front of you. Do you ever hear people, because I've got to be honest, whilst I was playing that, thankfully I had my microphone down because I was going da-da-da-da-da. Do people do that, or is that just me being a bit peasantish?
Wow, wow, wow. No, they do. I mean, everybody recognises that melody, don't they? It's iconic. And I think that's an important part for the band, is to connect with audiences on that level, and think, well, what do people enjoy to listen to? What will they come out and see the band playing? So, we always try and think about engaging our audiences in that way. We love it if people sing along and clap along and dance along. Music is a social thing, isn't it?
Phil, remind us what instruments are in a wind orchestra.
So a wind orchestra has basically all the instruments you blow down, or most of the instruments you blow down. So we have flutes, clarinets, saxophones, trumpets, trombones, French horns, tubas, and a large percussion section as well, who are like the pyrotechnics at the back of the band.
Now, you said that usually pre-pandemic times, that's all we talk about, isn't it? Pre-coronavirus, there was 80 of you would be together. That obviously can't happen for these performances. So how many people have taken part in this that you're doing at the moment?
We've got quite a large percentage of the band taking part in the virtual performances. Not everybody has the kind of technology to get involved with that, although we record them just on mobile phones and send our individual recordings in to Chris Horswood, one of our trombone players, who magically puts it all together and does a wonderful job with the editing. There's probably about 35 to 50 people involved in the virtual performances. But when we're live, we can have up to 100 musicians playing in the band.
I've got to say, as somebody who works with audio and knows about editing and putting sound together, that is an incredible feat to have 30 individual things. I assumed that you'd all been on at the same time and played together, but when you're talking about your trombone play is laying track over track over track, that is some feat. Who is it who's done that?
That's Chris Horswood. So, he's the secretary of the band and our principal trombone player. And, he's done a wonderful job on all the virtual performances. I wish we could all play live online together, but there's no technology around that allows it to happen. It would be like putting all those musicians talking at the same time over the internet. It just wouldn't work. We can't hear each other, and there's an internet latency and things like that. So playing together live just can't happen at the moment. We've been doing some online rehearsals where the musicians have been able to hear what I'm saying about how to phrase the music and what I'd like and what my intention for the piece is. But then I can't hear them play because they're on the platform and they're muted, because if we all played at the same time, it would just be chaos online. So we have managed to continue to rehearse a little bit, which has been really valuable to everybody's sort of playing and mental health and keeping the band together as a community as well. But we can't wait to be back together playing live in the same room, of course.
And what age groups does the band comprise of?
Well, the Maghull Wind Orchestra has a tagline of any age, any ability, no audition and no fee. So our youngest members are around sort of 15, 16, and we go right up to members in their 80s.
Right, okay. So we're talking about 30 people on there. And you obviously found it quite challenging and missed working together. So are you already putting plans in place for when we emerge from lockdown?
Yes, well, if a year ago, we never thought we'd have, a couple of weeks off rehearsal, never mind a whole year. The band's been going for over 40 years, and we only ever have 2 weeks off at Christmas. I've been involved in the band for 30 years, so every Tuesday night I'm rehearsing with the band. So it's very strange to not be there. And yes, it's nice to feel the shift changing now into how we can start to look back to get together, to play together safely. And as guidelines allow, we're going to be doing that. We'll probably start in smaller groups and gradually build it up again. But it's certainly nice to think, the shift is changing from online to returning back to rehearsing live as we'd like to be doing.
But whilst we are still in that staying online, you mentioned that you put stuff out on social media. Is that how we can see your latest release?
Absolutely. You can see Moment for Morricone on our Facebook page and also at our YouTube channel, so Maghull Wind Orchestra Facebook and YouTube. And there's a lot of previous videos up on the YouTube channel and links from the Facebook page as well. You can see all the previous videos that we've done. And also, there's lots of recordings of us playing live. So if you fancy going to a concert, make a cup of tea, spend the time, a few minutes with our YouTube channel, and you can watch all our virtual performances and quite a few clips from live performances as well up there.
And we can do it while sitting in our trackies, which is always nice, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Phil,
Yeah, I think we'll have to have informal concerts, won't we, when we come back? Everybody's still in their pyjamas.
Still in their elasticated waistbands, indeed.
Yeah.
Phil Shotton, thank you so much. And I think it is only fitting that the Maghull Wind Orchestra play us out. Thank you, Phil, for your time.